that were found in the career guidance session, room 102, 103. If these are your glasses, and they're just lovely, and if you're like me, you've probably been stumbling around all day with poor vision, we have them here. If they're yours, please come claim them. Also, an ABEA bag was picked up by mistake in the round tables. If you picked up a bag belonging to Joyce Thrasher, please.
It's not Joyce's. Just give it to Joyce.
Oh, give it to Joyce Thrasher, or you may take it to room 206 if you picked up the wrong ABEA bag. Also, we had a Walmart cloth bag, a blue one, belonging to Vic Dreyer. It was in the headquarters room, and it has his tablet, digital tablet in it, so he would certainly like that back. If you picked up a blue cloth Walmart bag thinking it would just be a good place to put all your stuff to carry home in, that's Vic's, and he would really like to have that tablet. Okay, the other bag, the other ABEA bag also has a tablet in it, so it's very important that the owners get their properties back. We will begin our awards and closing session in just a moment. Thank you very much.
Have a bid for Joyce Thrasher, Robin Todd, Jane Osborne, Lori Rooney, Sheila Churchill, Sandra Porter, B. Dorn, Kelly Winter, Ashley Glass, Tina Van Gelder, Mindy Sharp, Melinda Briscoe, Jimmy Stroud, Davila Gray, Tim Johnston, Jordan Arnett, Kathy Turner, and Melinda King, and I'm sorry if I mispronounced your name. You may pick up your items up there where you bid on them. Thank you.
Good afternoon. The business and closing session of the Career and Technical Educators Summer Conference will come to order. Our first order of business is an update for our members about the 2014 service project, and this year, as last year, it's Arkansas Children's Hospital. We were scheduled to have a representative from Children's Hospital, Kara Fowler. Kara, have you slipped in on us anywhere? All right. I can tell you I don't know of a more worthy service project than Arkansas Children's Hospital. Is there anyone in here who has not had a family member or a friend of the family who has benefited from the wonderful work that's done at Children's Hospital? I can tell you personally, I had a grandson who recently is going to be a freshman in college next month. He recently spent 3 hours at Children's Hospital having some very important tests done that couldn't have been done anywhere else in Arkansas. I also had a granddaughter who at the age of 9 months was burned badly in a house fire. She spent 96 days in Children's Hospital. And every morning when I drive by Children's Hospital on the way to work, I thank God for that hospital. And I pray for those people sitting on the corner smoking their cigarettes, because those are moms and dads that have children in that hospital. And I pray for those children, and I pray for those families. What could be better than supporting Arkansas Children's Hospitals? It is the worthiest of service projects that I know about. So I know many of your organizations do service projects, and you do them for the selected benefactor. So please let us know when you do fundraising activities for Children's or anyone else, so that we can give you and your students due recognition for the hard work that they do and the funds that you raise. Again, this year we will be continuing to support Arkansas Children's Hospital. Next year we'll pick a new community service project.
So it'll be, yeah, well, this year and then next year, then we'll have another.
Oh, I thought we'd already done Children's Hospital for a year.
Just 1 year, yeah.
I stand corrected by the past president. Thank you, Linda. I was wrong. So Children's Hospital will begin, this will be the first year of a 2-year program. I don't know what I'd do without Linda to correct me. So anyway, support Children's Hospital, please. They're a very worthy organization. And here's something else that's really important. I'm going to call Linda to come up to the podium. We're going to talk about our scholarship recipients. You all have students that need financial help going on to post-secondary education, and we have money that doesn't get awarded. That is a shame. That is a shame. We've got scholarship money for your students that need it and that deserve it. Please apply for those scholarships, and let's get the money into the hands of students that want to go on and further their education. Linda?
Okay. Children's Hospital, this year, another year. Let's do more about that. And actually, we normally give away prizes for our service project, but there was a gap, or the ball was dropped. So we're going to find out about that. Something will be awarded next year to the school that raised the most money for Arkansas Children's Hospital. So we're going to research that and find out what it is we're supposed to do as a board to let you know about that, and so that you can submit your information and hopefully win a prize for being the school that raised the most money for Arkansas Children's Hospital. So anyway, thank you, Dave. Arkansas ACT is honored to present the J. Marion Adams Scholarship winners. Each division of Arkansas ACTE is entitled to 2 $500 scholarships each year. One scholarship will be presented to a secondary student entering a 2 or 4 year institution this fall, and the other scholarship is to be presented to a post-secondary student. This year, $4,000 will be awarded. The students have already been contacted and have received their certificates. They will receive their checks when school begins this fall. We would now like to recognize the following scholarship winners, and a list is provided in your program, but we would like for if they are here, to come up, but we don't really expect them to be here, but we do expect their sponsors to be here, their advisors. So we do want to take a moment to take a picture of this group of great advisors that took the time to submit nominations for their students to receive these $500 scholarships. So when I call your name, please come forward and remain up here at front so we can get a group picture. Mallory McWhorter, Business Education. Jana McWhorter, sponsor from Bearden. Shane Seiler, Marketing. Sherry Seiler, sponsor from Alma. Caleb Toney, Skilled and Technical. Thomas Carreria, I'm sorry if I pronounced that wrong, sponsor from Gravette. Camara Hawking Price, Special Populations. Mary Jacobs, sponsor. J.A. Fair, Science Technology Magnet. Courtney Dotson, Fax. Cecilia Gray, sponsor from Pottsville. Peyton Scott, Health Science. Angela Scott, sponsor from Gravette. Kennedy Bohannon, New and Related. Angela Scott, sponsor from Gravette. Rachel Miller, Post-Secondary. Lisa Miller, Harding University. Congratulations to the scholarship recipients. Our desire is to present more scholarships next year, so remember to look on the Arkansas ACTE website in early spring for information about these scholarship opportunities available for your students. If you belong to more than one division, that means you can nominate somebody for each one of those divisions that you represent. Trust me, that's what Angela did. She belonged to more than one division, so she always had more than one nominee that was available for scholarship opportunities. Continuing with the tradition started several years ago, we once again held a program cover design contest. Our students had the task of designing the cover of our summer conference program. The winning student receives a $100 cash prize, and the sponsoring instructor receives a 1-year free ACT membership valued at $100. The winning student and their sponsor have been sent a certificate and a check. This year's winning program cover design was submitted by Courtney Funk from Alma High School. Her sponsor is Sherry Seiler. So Sherry, why don't you stand up and let them applaud you. Arkansas ACTE is a strong advocate in the development of leadership skills. Arkansas ACTE believes in the development of student leaders. All of us who are involved in CTE education have the opportunity to mold and shape the lives of our students. Nowhere is this better displayed than in our Career and Technical Student Organizations. CTSOs have the ability to give our students the tools necessary not only for success in school but also in the real world. These student leaders and all CTSOs represent Arkansas at an exemplary level. We are proud of all of them.
A year ago today, I stood here and I griped and I complained about no young, energetic, digital young man or young lady coming forth to be our president-elect. And as with most things, it took about a year for what I say to sink in. I am very proud to introduce Mr. Ross White, a young, digital, and energetic leader of Arkansas ACTE. Ross. Better a year late than his.
Well, thank you, Dave, and I guess that year did take a long time to sink in and a lot of arm pulling along the way, but I am excited to be here. I appreciate every one of you as career and technical educators and your involvement in Arkansas ACTE and making this organization the great organization that it is. I'm excited to begin this journey as your president-elect and past president. I have some big shoes to fill. I know that we've all spoke of Angie and the great things she's done, and I know she was instrumental in my involvement in the National Fellows Program with National ACTE, and then also in me continuing as our president-elect. So I look forward to the next 3 years. Thank you.
Congratulations, Ross. I look forward to working with you in this coming year. I'd like to take this opportunity to thank all of those who came in early Sunday morning and participated in the committee meetings, the board meeting, helping to get our gift bags and our programs and everything in order, and getting our registration together as it was. Each of your involvement in our organization is vital. ACTE works because you work. If you don't work, we're not going to be successful. It takes hard work to get anything good accomplished. You're living examples of that, being educators. At this time, I would like to call the committee chairs to come forward and give their reports. Cheryl Morrison will come and deliver the awards committee report. Cheryl?
The awards committee met on Sunday afternoon from 1 to 4. From 1 to 1:30, we held our business meeting. We had 9 members present. We had 3 members absent. We interviewed 8 applicants for the awards.
Thank you, Cheryl. Next, the bylaws committee. That report will be given by Ross White.
The Bylaws Committee met Sunday afternoon as well with 5 members present. We discussed some national bylaws changes that were presented at the national board meeting with National ACTE in July, and those were approved by the national board and will be passed on at the Vision Conference for the Assembly of Delegates for their approval from the state associations. And real quickly, just to give an update on some of those bylaw changes, some of them were just word changes in the national bylaws, but there is one that is a significant one that will be brought forward again at National Vision for the Assembly of Delegates, and that is changing to have a division representative on the National ACTE Board of Directors. A division has to have 750 members, where in the past it was listed as 200 members. So that is a significant increase, and that is to align them with previous decisions made by the Board of Directors and Assembly of Delegates. So I know some divisions are pretty close to that number, so there's a possibility of them losing their board seat if they don't meet that June 30 deadline. There is some information that I do believe is available on the ACTE website about that, and again, they will vote on that in November, and those were the only items discussed.
Thank you, Ross. Next, we'll hear from Dr. Linda Bean from the nominating committee.
Nominating committee met Sunday afternoon. There were 6 people in attendance, and this is a hard job. As you know, Dave said, he would have preferred to have had somebody to take his spot last year, but we're grateful that he's here now. But the thing is, we do have one person that we brought for you for this year, but what we want really is we should have to have a process. We should have to vote and pick and choose between multiple people, and so we are looking for young teachers, energetic teachers. But hey, we'll take an old one too. We're not picky, you know. After all, I'm old, I'm here right now, so if I can do it, y'all can do it. But my point is, it's important for you to recognize and encourage people to take place and take part in leadership roles in our state and professional organizations. You're out there, they are out there. Please encourage them to participate and to apply. The application process is not difficult at all. And we need you. We need a lot of people to help in these roles. Members, we made a list of goals as to maybe what we can do as a nominating committee to help encourage people as a committee to take on more leadership roles. And so we want you to encourage, that's one of our goals, is for you as members to encourage your friends and colleagues to undertake leadership roles. They also mentioned that maybe new teacher in-service could add an advocacy section to help explain to our new teachers how important it is to be an advocate and leader and participate in professional development and to take on leadership roles. That may be a great session for them, and to explain what ACTE is. They may or may not know at this point in time. Now, I can tell you one thing. My students from Tech know. They better know. They can't say they don't know. Not to me, anyway. If you're out there, remember that. CTE coordinators, some of them may or may not know about ACTE, and we need to make sure that they're informed enough to know about what ACTE and what it is and how important it is for their teachers to participate. The divisions may need to change, each division may need to change the length of time on the board from 1 year to 2 years. 1 year on our board is just not long enough to really get the feel of what to do and how to do it and what needs to be done. So if you're a division leadership role, look at how long your leadership, how you place people on the ACTE board and how long they are on there. If it's just 1 year, please consider changing that to maybe a little bit longer length of time. Again, encourage your new teachers to join our organization. We are a unified group. You have to join national to be a part of our state organization, and it's only $100. And there's been posters in our booth that showed you exactly what you get for your membership in ACTE. It's worth more to you than the $100 you spend for that membership. Another great suggestion, I think, is recognition for committee members. The committee chairs get to go to extra meetings and participate in fun activities, but the members just have to come to that meeting and help work and adjust. But I think this is a great idea that somehow we figure out a way to recognize our committee members and let them know that their information is important and not just have to come to attend a meeting on Sunday afternoon. It's actually a year-long process of work for that committee and not just a one Sunday afternoon situation. Now, it's very important. If you are considering to become a member or participate as a president-elect, there is an application process. The qualifications you need to look over those qualifications that are in our bylaws. One is that you need to be on our board. So, you start out being part of a committee, but it's important for you to see what those qualifications are and then to please apply. And we hopefully would see more than one person having to give a speech and actually having to vote for whichever one you would like to have, as opposed to just having a non-voting type of situation. And that's the nominating committee report. Is that long enough?
Oh, that was plenty long enough. We'll pay you full amount for that. Next, I'd like to ask the acting committee chair for resolutions to come forward with the report, David Hughes. Technology is a wonderful thing. Our audio-video director just sent me a text, said, "Tilt the mic up, it's pointed at people's chests." Aren't these things wonderful?
Because I moved it.
Oh. Thanks, Dave.
That's going to drive Jones crazy.
Yeah. Do
Hi,
it.
Trent.
We love him, though, don't we?
No, we don't love him. Don't encourage him. All right, the Resolutions Committee met Sunday afternoon. There were 4 people present for this committee. The board, Arkansas ACTE Board of Directors recommended and approved 3 resolutions that were sent to this committee. The committee reviewed the resolutions, agreed with them, and we're sending these back to the board for adoption. I am not going to read all the whereas and wherefores, but I will read you the 3 therefores. Resolution number 1 has to do with Perkins reauthorization and the U.S. Department of Education blueprint. Therefore, be it resolved that Arkansas ACTE supports a non-competitive or formula-funded grant structure as the basis for the next Perkins reauthorization. Resolution number 2 has to do with CTE and STEM-related grants. Be it resolved that the Arkansas Association for Career and Technical Education supports the inclusion of language that recognizes the integral contributions of CTE at all levels in the various STEM-related grants that are being released throughout the country, and be it further resolved that the Arkansas ACTE encourage the inclusion of CTE in these grants. Resolution number 3 has to do with Perkins reauthorization and state leadership funds, and be it resolved that the Arkansas ACTE supports the continuation of the leadership funds in future reauthorizations of the legislation. Those were the resolutions that will go back to the board. I assume these will be posted at some point on the website and carried further. We also discussed the CTE support fund and how it worked, and then we adjourned at 3:30.
Our next committee report is the Audit Committee. Has James Cannon returned? James, are you with us yet? James, you're looking much more youthful, and I like the hair. I believe Jessica Young will come and give us the audit report.
I believe James would appreciate the hair comment. I'll pass that on. The Audit Review Committee met at 3 o'clock with our committee chair, James Cannon. There were 5 members present. The committee discussed the current audit. James Cannon stated that there had not been an audit done since 2011. An audit is currently being done on the 2013 year. It's being handled by our accountant, Mike Cobb, and information will be provided to committee members when that's completed. Our meeting was adjourned at 3:45.
And our final committee will be the CTE Support Committee. I'm going to ask Jim Brock to come share with us the results of the CTE fundraiser and also to start giving away the prizes.
The CTE Support Fund met at 3 o'clock. There were 9 members present. Of course, what we did was make sure everybody had all their tickets, knew how to sell them, and then we talked about selling them and the things that we would, again this year, there would be 2 $25 prizes, a $50 and a $100 prize. The first 25 would be drawn out of the bag from the division that sold the most tickets. And so that's what we did, and we adjourned. So I just move on. So, Mr. Allman has the bags down here. The winning, the most tickets in the bag came from the business division with a little over 400 tickets. A little over 400. Oh, and we raised $871 with the sales of these tickets. What are those? What is that? Huh? What is he doing?
He's looking at his tickets.
Oh, okay.
He's business ed, so don't let, I'm not gonna pull one out, let Dave pull one
I
out.
don't like either
He's
one
not
of
in
them.
business ed.
Oh, I got to go all the way down to the bottom.
He got to go to the bottom, he said.
Make sure you pull out mine.
There we go, Jim. This is $25 for business.
$25, 384-573. 573. Uh-oh. You got it? Harry's got it. Five, 7, 3, Harry Almond had. Okay. Now, we will put all of these tickets in the bag with everybody else's tickets. And Dave is going to mix them up good. Stick your hand in there. Stick your hand in there.
Oh, listen, you ought to see what I'm doing. They're going all over the place. All right, all the way down to the bottom.
Okay, this is for another $25. Okay, 385 544. Linda Bean has that one.
Yeah.
We're going to have to audit the book.
It's at the accountant's.
Okay. Now, next will be for $50.
Toss it like a small salad. Okay.
Okay, $50. Still 385. 299. 299. $299. Sandra? No? Going? Going? Do we have it? No? Okay, draw another one.
Ross, draw one out of there,
Okay, change the numbers up here a little bit. 628 427. 628 427. 427. Nobody wants $50? Going? Going? Gone.
Blue ticket,
Uh-oh. We even changed colors. This is blue.
but not the door prize.
Not the door prize tickets. 268 133. 133.
There she goes, right here.
We got it. Melissa Stevenson from Decatur. Two 268-133. $100.
One more, Ross.
It's 385 again. 780. 780. Here we go. $100 winner there. Where are you from? Where are you from? From Metropolitan Career and Technical Center. That's it for me.
Thank you, Jim. All right. How about some more cash? More cash. Arkansas ACTE would like to thank Karen Brashears and the Central Arkansas Building Trades Council, the Arkansas Apprenticeship Coordination Steering Committee, and the Arkansas Apprentice Coalition for the reception that they hosted last night from 6 to 9, 10, 11, 12, 1. And if that wasn't enough, Karen is going to join us on stage. She has $500 to give away. Karen?
We don't know who to trust to let draw.
No,
And that's our problem.
no. You can't trust anybody up here.
No, y'all are not drawing. That's rigged. I already figured that out. And by the way, they were joking at the table because this is like stiff. They were accusing me of printing them. So I told them if I did that good a job, I was going to print me up a whole other bundle. I know I usually stand up here. We've talked with a lot of people. We actually had, with CT folks being here, it was great. They're coming by all the different stands and exhibits. And last night at the 9 o'clock, 10 o'clock, 11 o'clock, 12 o'clock, round the clock hospitality networking room. But there are some people that every year, they put me up here mainly because I think I'm the only female on that committee. And as most of you in this room knows, if you want to get something done, who do you put in charge? A female. Yeah. Y'all gonna let me by with that again? They did that in one of our sessions. I said something like that, and they just let me by. But Northwest Arkansas Plumbing, Kelly Sharp, he's done everything from set the trailer up to get the food last night to run and get ice. Thank you so much. Randy Prather and Rocky from the State Apprenticeship Office. They've done everything from roll-up stands to roll-in ice crates to this morning. It was about a 2-hour job cleaning up the hospitality room, and they were even involved in that. So thank you very much for doing that. Central Arkansas Building Trades. They've actually already left because those of you, a lot of you are going to Couchdale. I think from here, IBW is actually cooking for 200 people tomorrow. Absolutely, great food, but they've already moved over there, setting up all that. There's 6 or 7 of those guys. Without all of these companies, the apprenticeship programs represent right around 5,000 employers in the state of Arkansas. And guys, without those employers, there's no way we could do any of the stuff that we do, partnering with all the organizations that's in this room. And I'd like to just give those a hand applause. I thought he done took my money. I couldn't find it. Okay, who in a group, who do y'all trust more than anybody, honestly, to draw this? Me? Oh, okay, it's done. If the number says Karen Brashears. Bye. No. Kelly, come here and draw. You ready? 251-970.
You want to go down there and present it to her?
I think she's excited.
Be careful. All right. Well, we can't say she wasn't excited, can we? Let's give another round of applause to Karen Brashears and all of the people that work with her. The reception is always just outstanding. And who can complain about $500 in cash? They do a lot for us. And Karen, we appreciate you very much. I'd also like to take the opportunity to thank our good friends at Microsoft. They provided the wonderful refreshments Monday morning and Monday afternoon. Our friends at Future Tech provided the refreshments this morning, and BSW Advertising had the refreshments this afternoon from 2 to 2:30. Let's give them a hand. We'd also like to thank all of our vendors, those who came, had a booth at the exhibition, those who gave demonstrations, those who did breakout sessions and workshops. We want to have more and better booths next year. We want you to have more opportunity to visit the booths, to participate in the demonstrations and other things that we'd like to do there in Exhibit Hall A. So we're going to work to allow you more time to spend with the vendors and work it so that we can give you professional development credit for that time with the demonstrations and the other things that are going on. It's not going to be just downtime, although you may have a cold drink or a cup of coffee in your hand. That's going to be time well spent for you to visit with those vendors and to be a part of those demonstrations and some of the things that we're planning for next year. At this time, I'm going to ask Linda to come back to the podium and recognize our policy makers of the year.
He keeps getting it taller and taller.
Yeah, just a little bit.
What? Okay, sorry, Trent. ACTE would like to recognize 2 of our public servants for their continued support of career technical education and their dedication to the teaching profession. The first policymaker of the year goes to U.S. Senator John Bozeman. Senator Bozeman couldn't be here with us today, but he did send a representative, and we certainly want you to relay back to him how much we appreciate his support of career technical education. Each year when we go to the National Policy Seminar, Senator Bozeman is one of the ones that makes sure that he visits with us. And this past year, he took us to he was actually busy in the Senate gallery. And we got to ride in the little special subway from his office to the Senate chambers, and that was kind of special. We liked that. We didn't have to walk. But, and he always makes sure that he takes a picture with us. And so you saw a copy of that in our program this year. So please express to Senator Bozeman how much we appreciate him. And his representative was Tim Riley. Sorry, I didn't say your name. The second policymaker of the year goes to Arkansas State Senator Bruce Mallock. Senator Mallock here? There he goes. You know, our national senators are important, but our state senators are even more important. So we certainly want to share our appreciation to you for your support of career technical education and making sure that we're getting taken care of. So hopefully you see this plaque in your office, that'll remind you that how special you are, but also how special we are. Thank you, gentlemen, for your support. Let me just say that. I'll do that. Now at this time, we would like to recognize some of our outstanding teachers. Cheryl Morrison, our awards chair, will come forward and announce our winners for this year's for outstanding teachers.
Welcome to the awards portion of the ACTE conference. Your awards committee is comprised of one member from each division. This year's committee consisted of Amy Dawson, Agricultural Education, Tanya Lowe, Business Education, Linda Powell, Engineering and Technology Education, Brenda Lumpkin, Family and Consumer Sciences, Pam Teague, Health Science Technology, Teresa Dow, Marketing, Mary Jacobs, Special Populations, and Bert Chu, Trade and Industry. I am Cheryl Morrison, your Awards Committee Chair. Your ACTE member awards recognize excellence and dedication within the field of career and technical education among our association members. Recipients of these awards are exceptional individuals who have contributed to the success of the CTE programs through the quality of their work and their involvement in their communities. There are 7 member awards that are recognized at the national level. They are Teacher of the Year, Career Guidance Award, Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year, that's a new one. That one was coupled with Teacher of the Year, and they've now split it so we can have a recipient of each one. Administrator of the Year, New Teacher of the Year, Carl Perkins Community Service Award, and the Lifetime Achievement Award. Today we'll recognize recipients in 6 of those 7 categories. That means no one applied for one of those categories. ACT Awards programs outline the eligibility standards for each of these awards according to the title of the award and the purpose of the award. First, we'll give the Carl Perkins Community Service Award. For this award, applicants must have displayed a dedication to the improvement of CTE's impact on the lives of individuals and communities. About this recipient, a colleague stated, "She has encouraged and inspired students to take on a cause and to make a difference. Some aspire greatness, others inspire those around them to greatness. Your ACTE Carl Perkins Community Service Award recipient has done both of those. It is my honor to present the 2014 Carl Perkins Community Service Award to Annette Hayes, Facts Teacher, Acorn School." Congratulations, Annette. ACTE wishes to recognize new teachers who have made significant contributions toward innovative and unique programs and who have shown professional commitment early in their careers. The ACTE New Teacher of the Year must be employed as a full-time CTE teacher at either a secondary or post-secondary level and have 3 to 5 years experience in the teaching profession. Of this recipient, a former student said, "When we were doing clinicals, I didn't have transportation. She offered to pick me up and take me home every day. It was then that I considered her not just an educator, but my friend. She spoke to me as an equal, not as a child. She asked hard questions, and she really wanted to know who I was. She teaches students from various campuses. So when I saw her face at my graduation, I fell apart. She has seen into me, spoken to my life, and poured her heart and soul into me. I am who I am today because of her. It is my privilege to announce the 2014 ACTE New Teacher of the Year is Jessica Young. She is the health science instructor at SAU Tech Career Academy. We should all hope former students say that about us. Wow, we expect great things from her. She's a new teacher. The ACT Career Guidance Award is to recognize school counselors and career development professionals who are currently making significant contributions in the career and technical education programs in their communities and states. Recipients of this award must be advocates. They must educate and communicate the value of CTE as a viable career option to a variety of audiences, including students and adults. They must also demonstrate exemplary efforts in helping students and/or adults evaluate their abilities, their interests, their talents, and also encourage them to develop academic and career goals aligned with career and technical education. A fellow teacher says, of her qualities, perhaps the most desirable quality that she demonstrates is her consistent concern for our students, their successes here at school now, and for their futures. She makes the most of each opportunity to point them to their potential. This year's winner of the ACTE Career Guidance Award is Lisa Oppenheim. She is a 712 school counselor at Bay High School. I told you earlier that we used to have one category for Teacher of the Year, which consisted of both post-secondary and secondary. They have split it. This is the first time we will recognize one from each area. The ACTE developed the prestigious Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year and the Teacher of the Year to recognize teachers who are providing outstanding career and technical education programs for youth and/or adults. Recipients of these two awards must have made significant contributions toward innovative, unique, and novel programs that are serving to improve and promote career and technical education. Nominees for Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year must be members employed as a full-time post-secondary CTE teacher or teacher educator. And nominees for the Teacher of the Year must be members employed as full-time classroom or lab CTE teachers at the secondary level. About this year's nominee for, or recipient of, the Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year, a former student said, "She offers us a chance to increase our interest and teach us valuable professional skills and have some fun all at the same time. The honor for ACTE 2014 Post-Secondary Teacher of the Year goes to Dana Horn, Henderson State University. This now brings us to Teacher of the Year. Statement made about this year's Teacher of the Year recipient. She conveys a love of learning and leadership that is inspirational to students and colleagues. She strives to grow. It is my honor to recognize the 2014 ACTE Teacher of the Year, Mary Smith. She teaches facts at Manila High School. Our last award today is the ACT's Lifetime Achievement Award. It was developed to honor members whose dedicated contributions have been identified with the work and the purposes of the association over an extended period of time. Of this person, a supervisor said, by continuing her own education, she continually furthers the education of her students. I can attest to the fact that she has positively impacted the lives of many students. And a former student said, her dedication to her students will have a lifelong impact on those fortunate enough to have called her their teacher. This person has had a tremendous effect on the ACTE community at her local level, at the state level, at the Region 4 level, and at the national level. This award for the ACTE Lifetime Achievement Award goes to Angela Scott. Harry Allman will have accepted that, and he will make sure that her family gets that award. Each of today's award recipients will advance to Region 4. I wish each of you the best of luck in that advancement. I also want you to know that 2 of the 3 that advanced to Region 4 last year from Arkansas have now advanced to nationals. Those 2 are Amber Harrison, which was our last year's New Teacher of the Year, and Crystal Young, which was our last year's Carl Perkins Community Service Award. They will have advanced now from Region 4 to Nationals, which will be held November the 19th through the 22nd in Nashville, Tennessee. Those today's winners will advance now to Region 4. That will be held April the 16th through the 18th at the Marriott and State House Convention Center in Little Rock. So we wish those folks lots of luck. Those of you who were winners today, we need you to come back to the stage and take a group picture, if you will, please. Thank you very much.
Okay. Are you next or me? I believe you are.
This conference would not be possible if it were not for the board members and officers, executive board, committee members, to work together all year long to prepare for this event to be successful. At this time, I'd like to call each name and have you come up and receive a recognition of a certificate presented by Harry Allman, our executive director. Dave Fisher, President-elect. We can hold our applause until the end, then we'll give it one big one. How about that? We'll make Dave feel special. He got an extra one. Sandra Porter, past executive director. Linda Bean, past president. I'll get it later. Hold it for me. Sherry Bennett, administration. Carissa Moore, agriculture. I think she's out at Couchdale already. Joe Washburn, agriculture. I believe he's probably in the same spot. Monda Hutchinson, business education. Tammy Ward, business education. Vic Dreyer, engineering and technology. Gloria Merrick, family and consumer sciences. She's still at the silent auction thing. Patricia Carroll, family and consumer sciences. Ray Henson, guidance and career development. Relda Stillman, health science. Michelle Camp, marketing. Cheryl Morrison, special populations. And Ben Johnson, skilled and technical sciences. Well, y'all seen? Please give them a round of applause. Some of these members will be rotating off of our board for this year, and so I need to give you a quick reminder. If someone is taking your place, please make sure that new person fills out our contact sheet and give it to me before you leave here today, or else email it to me one. At this time, we will proceed with the installation of the new president. We weren't sure exactly how to do this, but we felt like it was still important. Dave filled the role of Angela for this year, stepping in as acting president. So officially, he will now be, his own presidency will begin as of a few moments from now. So Dave, as I hand over this leadership role to you, I would like to take this opportunity to thank you for your success And I wish you well in your success as this new role as president, planning our conference for next year, because I know you're going to do a fantastic job. So please raise your right hand. Do you do you promise to fulfill the duties and requirements of the office of president of Arkansas ACTE as outlined in the bylaws of our association?
I do.
And do you promise to serve all the divisions of Arkansas ACTE and to promote ACTE and career technical education throughout our state, region, and country?
I do.
I now declare you the 2014-15 President of Arkansas ACTE. Congratulations.
Thank you, Doctor.
I supposed to do that about things like. Oh, okay. Normally at this time, we would also recognize our president with a plaque and thank that person for their service and their hard work, especially to organize this conference. Angela, as president, did just that. And we do have a plaque for her family, and Harry will take care of that for them, but we do want you to know that we certainly appreciate Angela's hard work, and we try to fulfill all of her wants and needs to make this conference successful by fulfilling what she wanted to achieve. And one of her goals was to increase the participation. What was our number, Harry? 682 registered, 89 on site. That was much more than last year by a lot. So, and as you know, we did have a completely different format for this year. You know, it's important for us to change and do new things. Know this, that we will be looking at your evaluations that Dave's going to remind you about here in a minute, and you know, learn from what we need to change and adjust for next year. Nothing's ever perfect, and we're looking to making you happy, to make this to be the best conference that you can have. And so we appreciate your participation, and your input towards an even better, stronger conference next year. So thank you, Dave.
I'm going to ask Sherry Seiler to join me on stage, and Sherry has some things to share with you. I'm sure you saw the signs indicating that Region 4 would be hosted by Arkansas in 2015. If you remember, if you were with us in 2008, we had it here in Hot Springs, and it was very successful. But we felt like that Little Rock had really come on strong. The River Market, Presidential Library, so many things in Little Rock that we didn't have 6 years ago. We would like to host Region 4, and that will be in April, in Little Rock. And we certainly want all of you to attend, if at all possible. We know that it is sometimes difficult for you to travel to one of the other 5 states in our region to attend Region 4, but we'll have some excellent presenters, we'll have some great workshops, and you'll get to meet your counterparts from other states. So please, if at all possible, make plans to attend ACTE Region 4 in Little Rock, April 2015. Sherry?
This fall, the National Board of Directors will be holding their president-elect election, and 2 candidates are up for this position. One is from Region 5, his name is Chuck Gallagher, and the other one is our own Region 4, Lori Carlisle. Most of you probably remember Lori. She's come to our conference, and she's been very active in her own state of Oklahoma, as well as in our region. She's a family consumer science teacher at high school. And so when that email comes from ACTE, it'll be around Thanksgiving time, make sure you vote and pick the right one. Thank you.
Thank you, Sherry. We've got door prizes, don't we? Let's draw for door prizes. Get out your tickets. They should all be... Yeah, if the board members would, please come back. We're going to get a picture of you a little bit later, but we need the board members to help pass out the door prizes. Now, don't all rush here up at once. Come on. Board members, please come forward. We can't give the prizes out until you scurry down here. Thank you so much. Okay, great. That first lost bag with the iPad has been located. Vic still needs his, and we still have these lovely glasses available to someone. All right. Let's draw for door prizes. A blue ticket for door prizes that you got at the door when you came in for the closing session. 268027. Two 68170. Last three numbers? Okay. The past president has instructed me to read only the last four digits. 8011. Eight 171. 8268. 8339. 8248. 8005. 8020. 8087. 8206. 8290. 8360. 8205. 8364. 8200. 8207. 8190. 8189. 8340. No, 8347. 8347. 8220. 8289. 8350. 8243. 8296. 8254. 8081. 8168. 8257. 8219. 8262. 8271. 8313. 8214. 8351. 8079. And board members, as you complete handing out all of the gift that you have, please join us back up here for a group picture. The next number, 8291. 8295. 8353. 8221. 8251. 8037. 8286. 8278. And do we just have one more or two more? Okay. Monda has one, Vic has one. All right. The next number is 8229. All right. And Vic, you have the last gift, and the number is 8247. Right back there. Great. All right. I would like to, please don't leave before we're through. Be sure and pick up your silent auction items on your way out. And let me remind you again, your professional development, be sure you list what you attended on the back sheet of your program. And beginning on the 30th of July, you can go to ACTE online. You can fill out a very brief, and I mean 1 minute, a minute and a half survey, and be honest and tell us what you liked and what you didn't like about the conference this year. That's the only way we can improve and make it better for you. And once you complete that very short, simple survey, that will allow you to print out your professional development certificate. That certificate and this will be all you need for both license renewal and education requirements, both at the state and the district level. And again, ACTE Online, the address is on the bottom of the last page that you have. Follow the instructions. It's very simple to do the survey and to get your certificate. Now, after the 30th of August, you will not be able to print your certificate, and no matter who you call and how good your excuse is, none of us will be able to get that certificate for you. You must go online between July 30th and August 30th to get those professional development hours. So please do that. I hope you have enjoyed the conference. I know many of you are continuing your professional development.
can't hear you. Oh. You said what? Oh, well, we're dismissing right now. Oh, the code. Oh, y'all get it. They need it. Oh, it's ABEA. ABEA what?
ARACTE, if you are ABEA and you need that code. Now, the rest of you do not need code numbers. You go on to the site, you fill out the survey. You must do the survey before it will allow you to print your certificate, and then you print your certificate. Keep your final page and the sessions that you attended, plus that certificate. Thank you for attending. I hope you have a safe drive home.